Keep your eyes closed. Circle your shoulders around a few times. I'm still keeping the hands in my lap. But also think about your breathing. As you're mobilizing your shoulders, you're taking long inhales through the nose and out through the nose. Change the direction of the shoulder circles. Relax the shoulders. Make sure you're sitting upright. Drop the chin to the chest. Hopefully you feel the back of your shoulders, the back of your neck stretching. Roll your left ear to the left shoulder and hold it there. Think about dropping the right ear away from the right shoulder away from the right ear. Lengthening the right side of your neck. Roll the chin all the way down to the chest and over to the other side. Right ear to the right shoulder, lengthening the left side of your neck. And then roll it all the way down to the chest, all the way around. Take your time here, take maybe a couple of circles one way. Or just slow it down. And then if and when you're ready, change direction. Take your time here. Once you're back to center, you can lift your chin. You don't have to open your eyes. Couple of side bends. I've got one fingertip, one hand on this side, reaching up with the other. And leaning across to stretch my oblique, stretching it down my side. And the other way. We've got a couple of them each way, so take your time. Make sure you're working with your breath. Feel the lengthening down your sides. And I've got one more side bend each way. Maybe take it further if it's there. I'm doing my last one. Take your time. Once you're back to center, a couple of twists each way. I'm staying upright, helping with the fingertips behind me. Or on your thigh, opposite thigh. Maybe hold it for a split second, then change over. Notice the difference between the two sides. I've got one more each way. Keep drawing the spine up long. And this is my last one. And then slowly find yourselves in the front of the mat in a standing position. So whichever position you're coming from, take your time. Feet hip distance once you're in the front of the mat. Generous bend in the knees, hands on your shins. Just to start with, inhale into a long back, halfway lift. And exhale, fall towards the thighs. Let's hang down. Grabbing elbows with the opposite hand. Maybe swinging side to side in your own time. Take about 3 or 4 breaths here, slowly. Making sure you're feeling it in your back, gently lengthening down your waist. Your head is hanging, your neck is relaxed. And bend the knees as much as you need to. You might feel the stretch in your hamstrings already, but there shouldn't be any back pain. Once you're back to center, hands on your shins, bend your knees even more round your back. Restack the vertebra. Slowly coming into standing position. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Look to your front. Sweep the arms up into standing cobra. Inhale. Exhale as to heart center. A bit more stretching in the shoulders. Reach up both arms. Grab the right wrist and a side bend to your left again. Take it slow. Come back to center. Pull the left wrist nice and high and across. Back to center. Right arm comes in front of you and across. Left arm comes underneath you. Stretching the back of your shoulders. You might feel it in your rhomboids between your shoulder blades. Hold. Make sure your shoulders are away from the ears. If you want to carry on and tangling your forearms together into an eagle pose, I'm meeting left fingertips with the right palm. You can slouch forward for a sec. Drop the chin to the chest. You might feel it in the back of your shoulders here. And see if you want to stand upright. And maybe lift the fingertips towards the ceiling. And as long as you're squeezing the glutes, you can give it a slight back bend. See what feels good on the back of your shoulders, what you need. And then release it off. Slowly changing the sides. I'm opening the chest first. Left arm is coming to the front, right arm underneath. And then press that left arm onto your chest. Release the shoulders away from the ears. See if you want more into the eagle pose. Meeting right fingertips with the left arm. I'm slouching first, dropping chin to chest. I really like it between my shoulder blades, the back of my neck. And by all means, stay here or stand up with me. Push fingertips towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes if you're thinking about the back bend. Release it off. I'm opening the chest. Interlacing the fingers in the back. It will be quite nice in the front of my shoulders now. Maybe interlace them loosely to start with. Roll your shoulder blades together. Lengthen your spine. Draw up your pelvic floor, which is your Mula Bandha. Draw in your belly button. Activating your TVA. Take one more inhale as you exhale. Let's fold forward and keep the fingertips interlaced if you can. Drop the head, the shoulders, and start lifting the fingertips off your hips. And if it feels good, drop the little fingers to the mat and hold it for a couple of breaths. I've got a generous bend in the knees again. I'm protecting the back. Make sure there is no tension on your neck either. I've got one more breath here. Release the hands onto your shins. Inhale into long back. Take your time. And exhale, make your way into a high plank. Anytime you need to jump, you need to take it further, feel free. Hold it in your high plank. Spread the fingertips. You can drop the knees onto the mat if you want. I will circle into the wrists in a side plank position. Please be careful. Circling to the front. I'm doing about 3 circles each way. It works on my core as well. Make sure you're not hanging the tummy. And if it's too much on your wrists, drop the knees under your hips and do the circles from an awful position. Draw that belly button in. Make sure there is no pain on your back. This is my last one. Stop in a high plank one more time. And I'm dropping the knees for the first chaturanga and go all the way onto your front. I'm gliding the heels of my hands towards the hips, slightly backwards. Press the feet onto the mat and start with mini cobras. Inhale, lift, activating the upper back muscles. And exhale onto the mat. You might feel it in your triceps as well. It's all good. Make sure your neck is long. Keep drawing the shoulder blades towards your lower back. This is my last one. Once you're up, see if you can lift the heels of your hands off the mat. Keep pressing the feet into the mat. Keep lengthening your neck. Squeezing elbows by your ribs. And then come onto the mat slowly. Straighten your spine, sit into child's pose. Slowly find your own downward dog in your own time. And see what feels good once you're there. This is your first one. So move around if you need to, anything that feels good. I like pedaling. I like to push the hips side to side. Make sure you spread the fingertips. Your hands are shoulder distance. Your arms are straight and your neck stays long. Think about pushing the tailbone to the ceiling. And take a couple more breaths here. Find your static downward dog and hold it for another breath. Lift the right heel behind you into a three-legged dog. I'm keeping the hips square and squeeze the right glute. Flex the right foot to the mat. Level the hips and breathe. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, tap the right knee to the right tricep. Push forward into high plank. Hold it here for an inhale. And hold it here for an exhale. Push back into three-legged dog, squaring the hips. Big inhale as you reach up. Exhale, tap the right knee to the nose and step through between the thumbs. Take your time. Straight into easy twist. Right arm up, and let's hold that twist in the back. Let's take a couple of breaths. Stacking shoulders, long neck, lengthening the left heel towards the back of the mat. Bend the right knee slightly more. I'm dropping the left knee, untucking left toes. You might want to lift the right toes and turn them out to the right side of the mat so you can drop out onto the outside edge of your right foot, which means you might be able to drop the hip further down and reach the right arm back. That might be enough. Some of you might be ready to grab the left heel and pull the heel onto the bum. If not, stay with me. Open the heart up, straight left arm. Keep bending the right knee. Tuck the left toes under, leave the left knee on the mat and turn the right knee towards the front. Sweep the right arm onto the mat, sit into half split. I'm leveling the hips. Grab the blocks if you need them now. Walk the fingertips towards your left knee because it's early days. Lengthen the back, inhale. Maybe turn the right toes up to the ceiling and exhale, forward towards the right foot. Forehead is going to the foot to isolate the right hamstrings. I like to keep my left toes tucked under. I've got more stability. My left knee is happier. But you decide where you want to be. Bend your right knee. Keep the left knee on the mat. Sweep the arms up into crescent moon. Inhale as you lengthen up towards the ceiling. Tuck the tailbone. Engage your tummy and maybe bend back slightly from the top of your back. I'm only doing a little bit here just to be on the safe side. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist to your right. When you're ready, press the left elbow into the right knee. And take a couple of breaths here to lengthen the spine. To press the heels of your hands together. To point the right elbow up to the ceiling and maybe look up to the ceiling. Sweep the arms up, crescent moon. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge, hands on the mat. Lift the back knee off. Sweep the arms up into crescent lunge this time. Take a big inhale. And exhale, sink nice and low into the lunge. I'm tucking tailbone. You might need to bend the back knee. Find your balance. Shoulders away from the ears. Let's balance warrior 3. I'm starting the arms by my side, protecting the back. And launch into your balance. Lift the left heel. Make sure your shoulder is the same level as your hip. Make sure your left heel is the same level as your hip. Draw the belly button in. Flex the left foot towards the mat. And maybe straighten the right knee if you can. Going into half moon pose. I'm bending right knee slightly. Use the block under your right hand if you need to. Sweep the right fingertips to the mat. Now open the body out to the left side. Reach the left fingertips to the ceiling and flex the left foot out to the left side of the mat. Hold. Draw the belly button in and feel that the whole body is in one plane. Bend your right knee slowly and step into warrior two. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. Left heel flat, arms in a T. And just check your stance. Right knees above the right ankle, sink down low. Shoulders away from the ears. Tug the pelvis. Turn the left toes to the back of the mat or towards the left side of the mat. And the right toes to the front. Let's reverse. Flip the right palm, reach up. Rest the left hand on your thigh and hold the side bend. Bend the right knee slightly more. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Turn on the right heel, feet parallel. Exhale, guide the right fingertips to the mat. When you're ready, straighten the right arm and reach the left arm to the ceiling to twist in a wide-legged forward fold. Use the block under your right hand if you need to. Left fingertips on the mat and forward towards the mat. Just hold the wide-legged forward fold without the twist. Turn the tailbone up and hold for another breath. Feel the hamstrings and inner thigh stretching. First side lunge onto your right heel. So you're coming back to the front of the mat. I'm turning the right toes out. I'm keeping the hands on the mat and you sit as low as you want. Make sure the right elbow stays on the inside of the right knee. Just focus on your stretch. We're taking about 3 breaths here. And play around with any arm position, any position you want, or stay with me. I'm just keeping fingertips on the mat, focusing on the stretch. Left knee straight. You might have the left foot flat. You might have the left toes pointing up to the ceiling. I like to keep my right heel flat if possible. And maybe for the last breath, lengthen the spine. If you already have hands to heart center, that's brilliant. Or wait for that. We're coming back here. Nice. Going into a twisted side lunge, reversed or twisted skandasana. I'm putting left hand a little bit to the front of the mat and turning the hips all the way over. So you're going through a lunge. Your left heel goes flat on the mat. You're turning the right toes outwards and reach the right arm up. You like your easy twist, but if you drop the left hip towards the mat, you're going to feel your glutes stretching on the right side and reach the right fingertips towards the back of the mat. You might not love it that much, and that's okay. Turn the right toes out. Lift your bum back up. I'm still on the left foot and the left hand. Let's do the first side plank. You might want to drop the left knee and pivot on the left knee with me and just find a star pose or keep the left foot straight and find side plank. Right arm up to the ceiling and lift the right foot hip level if you can, or just take the right foot on top of the left. Almost like your wild thing, but we're not actually going into the back bend. Bend the right knee and tap the right foot behind you. Just a little tap and bring it back into side plank or star pose. And we are going into fallen triangle. So I need to step the right foot down. Right hand down. When you're ready, touch the right knee to the left bicep, or sorry, left tricep. And again, you can do another side plank if you're not quite ready. Just pop the knee onto the mat and open up into a star pose. Or straighten the right foot out to the left side of the mat and open into fallen triangle. Lift the bum a bit higher, hold. Three-legged dog, left hand down. Right heel up, sweep it up, inhale. And step the right foot to the front End up in a yogic squat. I'm stepping the right foot to the front, wider than my mat. I'm stepping the left foot to the front, wider than the mat. Heels flat, bum down, chest up, and press the elbows into the knees. Palms together, press the knuckles into the mat, and hold, lift the chest. Feel the inner thighs stretching. Lengthen the back, strengthening the muscles down your spine. Fingertips on the mat, bum up high. Bring the feet hip distance. Inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale, forward. Round your back as you restack the vertebra. Roll the shoulders out on the top. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers in the back. Let's start from your shoulder stretch again. Maybe loosely, or point the knuckles to the mat if you're ready, pressing the heels of your hands together. Make sure your elbows are straight. So if you need to loosen the heels of your hands away from each other, that's good. Open the heart up, inhale, and exhale, forward. Keeping the hands, fingertips interlaced as long as you can. And take a couple of breaths. Drop the head. Make sure you're not feeling any tension on your back. Release the hands onto your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. You can jump it, you can step it, see what you need. Inhale forward to prepare for chaturanga and exhale, sink through. Drop the knees or maybe keep them off. Inhale into cobra or upward dog. Make sure you press the feet into the mat. Slightly push your weight forward as you open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Hold for a breath. Lift the left heel into three-legged dog. Keep the hips square and hold. One more breath. Big inhale. As you exhale, tap the left knee to the left tricep. Hold it there for an inhale. Keep the contact. Hold it there for an exhale. Push back into three-legged dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, left knee to the nose this time. And get ready to step through. Left arm up, easy twist. And hold. Long neck, long right leg. Bend the left knee. Let's stretch the hip flexors and the quads if you want. Drop the right knee onto the mat. Untuck the right toes. I'm turning the left toes out, dropping the hip out and reaching left fingertips towards the back. Open the heart up. See if you want to grab the back leg. You can leave that out. See where you are. See how warm you feel. Or stay with me. Whatever feels good. One more breath. Half split. I'm reaching left arm up, sweeping it onto the mat. I'm leveling the hips as I'm straightening the left knee. I'm tucking right toes under. I'm walking fingertips towards the right knee. You don't need to do that. I'm lengthening back, inhale. And exhale forward as you're sending the left hip towards the back of the mat. Turning left toes up and thinking about forehead to left toes. Isolating left hamstring. Again, using the block here under your hand is always a good idea. Crescent moon, bending left knee. Sweep the arms up, take a big inhale. I'm lengthening up, easing out of the left knee. Draw belly button in and maybe a slight back bend from the top of your back. Straighten up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to your left. Press the right elbow into the knee. Bend the left knee more if you can. And take a couple of breaths. Lengthen the crown of your head to the front of the mat. Press the heels of your hands together. Point the left knee up to the ceiling to feel the twist in the back. Good. Reach up, crescent moon. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge, fingertips on the mat, and I'm lifting the back knee off. We are ready for a crescent lunge this time. Sweep the arms up, take a big inhale. Tuck your pelvis. Maybe bend the back leg, bend the front knee definitely. And hold. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Let's balance. Warrior 3, sweeping the arms by my side as I hinge. Launch into balance. Lift the right heel. Find a position where your shoulders, your hips, and your right heel are all in level. Lengthen the shoulders by reaching fingertips towards the back of the mat. And draw the belly button in. It helps with balance. Fix your gaze. Finding drishti. I'm bending left knee to find half moon pose. Left fingertips to the mat or onto the block. Once you've got the balance, reach the right arm up. Turn the body out to the right side. Stack shoulders and hips. And the right foot out to the right side of the mat. Long neck, long spine. Step into warrior 2. Bend the left knee. Land the right foot in the back of the mat. Arms in a T. Shoulders back. Bend the left knee. Let's reverse. Flip the left palm. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. So I'm straightening the left knee. I'm turning on the left heel. Diving left fingertips to the mat. And then reaching right arm up when you're ready. Make sure the left arm is straight. Use a block under your left hand if you need to. And lengthen the spine. Right hand onto the mat, wide-legged forward fold. Just drop the chest, the head towards the mat. Take the stretch further if you're ready. And breathe. Tailbone up. Micro bending the knee if no more. Maybe bend it even more. Make sure there is no pain in your lower back. First side lunge onto your left heel. I'm turning left toes. I'm keeping hands on the mat. See what you're ready for. We're taking about 3 breaths. So you've got a bit of time here to focus on the stretch. Make sure you're safe. There is no knee or hip pain. At some point, think about flat back. Some of you can probably put the hands to heart center or keep the hands on the mat or use the blocks in front of you. This is not just a stretch, it should be strengthening in the hips, glutes as you're pushing the left knee out, and flatten the back, so the back muscles are strengthening. Reversing the side lunge, right hand goes to the front of the mat, a little bit in front of my left foot, and I'm turning the hips all the way over, right heel flat, turning left toes outwards towards the left side of the mat, reaching left arm up. And if you're ready, drop the hip. Maybe point the left fingertips towards the right heel. Please be careful with the knee. If you're really struggling, you can always bring the left foot towards the middle of the mat. And it should be a little bit easier there. Lift your hip up. First side plank here. You can just push the left foot back or come with me. I'm dropping the right knee, pivoting on the right knee. And left foot back into star pose. Try and do the same you did on the other side. Stack the shoulders and hips, draw the belly button in. Maybe lift the left foot hip level if you haven't done it yet. Beautiful. Tapping the left foot to the back, bend the left knee. Just tap it down. Lift it back up into side plank. Straightening the left leg and fallen triangle. Find it in your own time. I'm putting left hand onto the mat, and once I've got high plank, I'm bringing left knee to the right tricep. Give it a tap and extend the left foot out. Right heel flat, right arm up. And you've got another side plank, or drop the left knee under your left hip. You've got another star pose. And that's always a good option for me. Three-legged dog, right hand down. Right heel sweeps up high. Take a big inhale. And exhale, yogic squat in the front. I'm stepping the left foot to the front. I'm stepping the right foot to the front. And sit down for 3 breaths, opening the hips more. And thinking about back strength. Again, you're thinking about snatches, overhead squats. You need that long back. You need that strength around your spine. Fingertips on the mat, bum up high, bring your feet hip distance. Take a big inhale here, and as you exhale, fold. Hold it here. You can hand balance here. Stay in a forward fold position to stretch the hamstrings if you don't fancy doing that. I'm going for crane. I'm placing hands in front of my feet. I've got the hands shoulder distance. And to do the drills with me, you can go for your crane if you know it. If you're doing the drills, I'm lifting heels and maybe tapping the knees onto the back of my arms as close to the armpits as possible. And maybe bring the heels down and stretch. You can do that. You can always lift just the one heel off, so you put most of the weight into the fingertips, maybe one heel off, heel into your bum. Bring it down, maybe the other one, because that's a lot of wrist strength, lots of core strength, or lift into your crane for a breath. And let's all meet in forward fold. So take another breath if you want to, and then land the heels and forward. Just remember, in the future, you can always do these drills. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let's go through a chaturanga. You're a bit warmer, so you go through it however you need to. Step it or jump it, take an extra breath, or sink through with the same out breath. Press the feet into the mat. Cobra upward dog as you inhale. And exhale, find your downward dog. I'm adding to your flow, going a little bit faster. Leave out bits and pieces if you need to. Inhale, lift the right heel behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the nose straight away and step through. Right arm up, easy twist. Take a big inhale, hold it here, or reach back for a quad stretch. It's going to be a quick one, so you don't have to worry too much about it. One more breath. And I'm going into a modified pyramid. I'm tucking left toes, lifting the back knee. Sweeping the right arm down. Level the hips. I'm bending left knee, hovering the left knee. You can pop it down into a half split. And I'm straightening the front leg. Now you might find you want the fingertips closer towards your left knee. You can always drop the left knee into a half split. Forward towards the thigh and feel the hamstring stretching in the right side. Choose one, whenever you want. One more breath. Bend the right knee, make sure your left knee is straight. Sweep up into crescent lunge. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist to your right. Press the left elbow into the knee and lengthen the spine. If you feel warm, and you make sure that you're not dropping the right knee towards your midline. Straighten the elbows. Or keep the hands together. Hold it for one more breath. Sweep up into crescent lunge again. Take a big inhale. Exhale, warrior 3. Arms by your side if you want to reach the fingertips to the front. Lengthening that line, making it harder. Level the hips here. Flex the left foot to the mat. Half moon pose. Right fingertips to the mat. Left fingertips to the ceiling. Open the body out to the left. Stack the shoulders and hips. Straight into reversed warrior. Bend the right knee, land the left foot in the back of the mat. Sweep the arms up, take a big inhale. And give me a side angle. Right elbow on the right knee, or reach the right fingertips towards the inside of the foot. Left arm up. Hold. triangle by straightening the right knee. If you want to come with me, just keep the right hand on the right shin and make sure you turn the left shoulder up to the ceiling. Look up. You don't have to straighten the right knee out. You're just feeling an extra stretch in the right knee, right hamstrings. Bend the right knee slightly. Wide-legged forward fold. I'm diving both hands onto the mat. Turning on the right heel, bum up and fold. Stretching hamstrings in the middle. Inner thighs. One more breath. Let me come back to the right side into a side lunge. I'm walking the hands over if you want, that's good. Or sit down on your right heel, and if you're ready, straight away press the elbows into the knees, lift the chest or open. Please choose your options. I'm still happy with the hands down and focusing on the stretch. Take one more breath here. And then reversing the side lunge, left hand towards the front of the mat and turning the hip all the way over, right toes turning out to the side of the mat, left heel flat. Right arm up, inhale, and you stay here. Or drop the hip. Maybe point right fingertips to the left heel. Lift back into a side plank. Good time to drop the left knee onto the mat for a star pose. Put the right foot back. Tapping the right foot behind you just like before. Or if you want, just for a breath, open up into wild thing. Lift the hip high. Reach the right fingertips to the front. And fallen triangle. Right hand on the mat. Tap the right knee to the left tricep first. And again, you can drop the right knee onto the mat or extend the right leg out. Lift the left hand, left heel flat. Lift the hip for another side plank. Hold. And three-legged dog, left hand down, right heel up. Take a big inhale. And step forward into yogic squat. Right hand leg to the front, left leg to the front. Sit down and press into the knees. Look forward. Hold for one more breath. Hands flat, bum up, feet hip distance. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward, and we are starting the other side with the hand balance. Stay with the forward fold for a stretch. Or hands on the mat. Do the drills with me. Lifting up onto the heels, or go for your crane. Don't wait for me. You could always try and tip a bit of weight into the fingertips. Or see if you want to lift in. Try and pull the heels into your bum. Guys, you have the option to jump through chaturanga if you know it, or come with me. I step down. I take another halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Take an extra breath with me if you want. Inhale, forward. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. And let's meet in downward dog. Beautiful. Lift the left heel behind you. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to the nose. Step through. Left arm up, easy twist. Take a big inhale, stay here. Or reach back for the quad stretch. Please be careful on your right knee as you're pulling the heel onto your bum. Only one breath here. Back into easy twist. A modified pyramid or half split. I've got fingertips, left fingertips on the mat. I'm sitting backwards as I'm straightening the left knee. I need to bend the right knee, fall towards the left thigh. You can always drop the right knee. You can always straighten the right knee if you want. Make sure you feel the hamstring stretching in the left leg. Bend the left knee, crescent lunge. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist to your left. Press the right elbow into the left knee. Twist. Sorry, I look like I'm drunk. Lengthen the spine and see if you want to open your arms. Beautiful. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge, inhale. And let's balance. Warrior 3, arms by your side or by your ears. Hold for a breath. Half moon pose, left fingertips to the mat. Right arm up, turn the body out to the right side, flex the right foot out. Bend the left knee. Step into reversed warrior. Right foot to the back of the mat, right heel flat. Sweep the left arm up, inhale. Exhale, side angle, left elbow on the knee with the inside of the left foot. Right arm up, hold for a breath. Turn the right hip up to the ceiling. And triangle, keep the fingertips on the mat or come with me, left hand on the shin. And as you're straightening left knee, turn the shoulder up, hip up to the ceiling, look up. Wide-legged forward foot, but I'm bending left knee first. Diving hands onto the mat, turning on the left heel and fold. Take one breath. Side lunge onto your left heel. I'm turning left toes out. Sitting myself down and staying here is good. Or hands to heart center, pressing the elbow in or open if it's there. Choose your options. Take another breath. Think about really strong back. It's not just a stretch in the inner thighs. Reversing the side lunge. Right hand comes to the front of the mat. Turning the hip all the way around. Left toes out. Right heel flat. Left arm up. Stay here. Or drop the hip for the extra hip stretch. Point left fingertips to the back of the mat. Lift up into side plank. Bend the right knee if you need to. Push the left foot back. And tap the left foot behind you. Or transfer the weight into it, into wild thing. To do a little back bend. One breath only. And let's do the other side plank. Fallen triangle, left hand down. Try and tap the left knee to the right tricep. And then drop that knee under the hip or extend the left leg out. Right arm up. Hold it for a breath. And three-legged dog. Right hand down. Left heel up. Take a big inhale here. And step the left foot to the front. Step the right foot to the front. Yogic squat. Lift the chest. Hands on the mat. Warm up high. Feet hip distance. You have one more if you want. One more of the hand balance. Or stretch if you want. You don't even have to go through the chaturanga. Once you've done it, you can just meet us in downward dog. Do the drills if you need to. And in your own time, maybe if you manage to find your crane, maybe hold it for a breath. And if you're coming with me, I'm stepping down halfway, lift inhale, exhale, high plank. And again, you have the choice to leave our chaturanga. Otherwise, just take your time to go through it. And let's meet in downward dog. Once you're there, give me 3 breaths. Long ones. Feel the shoulders stretching, the neck relaxing. And maybe slightly dropping the heels towards the mat. To feel the calves. Drop the knees onto the mat and drop the elbows onto the mat. I'm interlacing fingers except for the last 2 or the little ones. Draw your belly button in and step back into plank position. Anytime you want to drop the knees, feel free. Make sure your elbows are no wider than your shoulders. And this is your time to maybe sit back into a child's pose, or you can practice headstands or drills. We won't be here for long, so if you fancy holding the plank maybe, and then sitting back into child's pose, that's good. I'm walking the feet closer towards the elbows, and I'm dropping the top of the head behind the hands. It's the crown of your head, please. Walk the feet closer, and if you're doing drills, It's just one heel in, maybe hop. And then the other heel in, maybe hop. Have a few goes with that. Make sure you're taking off of both legs. Make sure you're pressing into the elbows. And then take a couple more breaths. That's it, guys. Think about the bum coming above the head. So walk the feet as close to your face as you can. And then once you finish, sit into child's pose. Just relax your arms by your side. Massage your forehead on the mat if it feels nice. And then find yourself on your bum in the middle of the mat. I like to cross my ankles. That might be too much on your knees. Once you're on your bum, if you have a strap, it might be a good idea to have that with you. Let's start by straightening the left leg. Drawing right knee in and drop it out to the side. Give your left hamstring a stretch. Lengthen the spine. Good time to put the strap around your left foot. And give your left hamstrings a gentle stretch. And then sit up, but keep the strap around your left foot. Bend the left knee. I still have the right knee dropping out to the side. Grab the back of your left knee, or you're already holding onto a strap. Draw your spine up, release the shoulders away from the ears, and scoop the stomach muscles. Scoop the tummy, and you will feel the stomach muscles switching on. Lean back a bit, and take that left foot off. Bring the leg into tabletop. Now you have the option to hold it here. You're already holding the strap, brilliant. Just see how far you can extend it out. If you want to, grab the back of your leg somewhere and extend it out. See if you can draw your spine longer. See if you can keep that spine long and maybe bring that foot closer. But if you're bringing the leg closer and your back is bending, release out of it, maybe even bend the knee and draw up the spine long. If you've got any back issues, please don't do the next bit. But I'm going to bring the right knee in. I'm going to find my focus point. Find my balance on the tailbone and bring the right leg into a tabletop position. Bring the right foot down. Bend the left knee and bring it onto the mat. I'm going to straighten both legs, shake them out. I'm going to do the other side in a sec. But roll onto your back and let's open the front of your hips with the shoulder bridge. Some of you might want to do a wheel. Feel free. Tug the heels up to your bum. Please come with me to start with. So once you've lifted the hips up, you scoop the tummy and you feel the glutes working. You can tuck your hands underneath your shoulders and lift into wheel, or maybe take it further here, interlacing fingers under your hips. Tug the shoulder blades. Press the little fingers into the mat, lift the hip higher and press the pubic bone to the ceiling, and you should feel the glutes working and opening the front of your hips. One more breath. If you're coming out of wheel, make sure you tug the chin to the chest and land on your shoulders if possible. Arm untucking shoulders, releasing hands, peeling the spine onto the mat. The knees into your chest first, massage your back. And then make your way into seated position. If you fancy straightening your legs and maybe crunching up, if you want to make it really strong, lose the momentum by pausing for a sec and then try and use all that strength in the stomach muscles to keep the heels on the mat, although it didn't quite manage it, and sit up. If it feels nice, give your hamstrings a quick stretch. And let's do the other side. I'm tucking the left foot up to the inside of the right thigh. Sitting upright, grab the strap again, put it around the foot. And let's stretch the right hamstrings to decrease the resistance when we go into that V-sit. And then sit back up. I'm keeping the left knee dropped out to the side. I'm drawing the right knee in, sitting upright, releasing shoulders away from the ears. A scoop in the tummy, and I'm already thinking about balancing on my tailbone, lifting the leg into a tabletop. Now make sure there is no back pain, and think about straightening the leg with the strap, without the strap. And then once you manage to get to that point, draw the spine up, and then maybe bring the leg closer and make sure the spine stays long. So if you bring it in and you're rounding the back, ease out of it and focus on the straight back, but draw the belly button towards your lower back. Let's start the balancing. I need to lean back slightly. Focus, find your focus point, find the drishti as you're lifting the left knee in and lifting the left foot, left leg into tabletop. Maybe an even longer spine. And I'm bringing the left foot down. I'm bending the right knee, sending it away from me, giving them a shake. One more stretch, legs together, moving flesh out of the way. Using strap maybe. Release the tension in your back and your neck as well. And hold it for about 3 breaths. And sit back up slowly. Let's go onto our backs. You can do one more shoulder bridge with me, one more wheel if you want. Or maybe leave it out, just massage your lower back. But I like to open my hips after a V-sit just to take the pressure off of the front of the hips. And then tucking heels up again, do exactly the same. Make sure you activate the glutes first. That's why I like to lift into a shoulder bridge, even if I'm about to go and do the wheel. So scoop the tummy and then choose your option. Stay with me if you want, or do your wheel. Make sure the glutes are working and you feel the opening in the front of your hips. Chin off your chest if you're with me. Maybe hold it for about 3 breaths, but anytime you've had enough of the wheel, please come out of it in your own time, chin to chest. I'll take one more breath here. Tug the tailbone. Bring your hips, your spine all the way onto the mat. Tug the knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Let's stretch your glutes. I've got the right heel coming on top of the left thigh. You can always keep the left foot on the mat. Or bring the left thigh towards you. Find a glute stretch on the right hip. Head and shoulders are resting on the mat, and breathe. Close your eyes so you can focus on the long breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. I'm doing a spinal twist before changing to the other glute. I'm gliding the right thigh on top of the left. There's no gap between the thighs. Pull them into your chest. Bring the arms out into T. And push both knees over to your right. So your right shin is pulling the left knee across. I'm turning my head over to my left side, over my left shoulder. But if you have a different spinal twist that's nicer on the back, feel free to do that. Again, close your eyes and relax into the spinal twist. Gently coming through the middle. Please take your time here. And I'm starting with the glute stretch. Once you've managed to untangle the legs, I've got left heel coming onto the right thigh. Use your glute stretch. I'm reaching for the back of the right thigh. Make sure you're not hurting your left ankle. I tend to flex the left foot. Head and shoulders are resting on the mat. Long breaths. For a spinal twist, I'm releasing left thigh on top of the right, bringing the knees into the chest, arms in a T, dropping both knees over to my left. But again, do your own spinal twist, whatever feels nice on your back. I'm turning the head over my right shoulder. Try your best to keep the right shoulder blades flat. Take your time coming back through center. And then maybe draw the knees into your chest one more time for a hug. And I'm rolling to my side and slowly finding a seated position. Make sure you're comfy on the back, on your knees, on your legs, on your hips. And a bit more on the neck. It's always a nice finish. Long spine, keep your eyes closed. Just release the shoulders away from the ears one more time. Drop the chin to the chest. And a slow circle one way whilst you're still breathing. Long breaths, keeping the heart rate down. Change the direction. Keep the chin dropped once you're back to center. Maybe put the fingertips on the back of your head and gently pull downwards to feel the back of your neck. Release the head, lift the chin. You can keep your eyes shut. Reach both arms up, take a big inhale. Palms together, bring the hands to heart center. Exhale. Bow your head. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.